Hey, this is Samantha here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular kitchen gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I want to show you how easy it is to cook air fryer, sticky salmon and potatoes. This is kind of like one of those last minute recipes that's so easy to put together, especially when you're kind of thinking, well, I know how to cook salmon fillets in the air fryer now, but how do I combine it and make a meal out of it? So that's exactly what we're going to show you today. This is perfect for if you have a dual, but if you don't, you can put the foil container into an air fry basket and then spread the potatoes out around it if you've got a basket. So it's easy to mix and match depending on which type of air fryer you have. So you may be wondering, what do you need to make salmon and potatoes in the air fryer? So I've got some baby potatoes, I've got some coriander leaf, salt and pepper, garlic puree, ginger puree. I'm cheating with a teriyaki marinade, and I've also got some Chinese 5 spice. I've got some extra virgin olive oil, I've got some salmon. And then to make prep easier, I've got this little bowl here, which is going to be perfect for mixing up the salmon marinade. I've got my main bowl here, which is for my baby potatoes. And then this foil tray here is the perfect size for actually cooking the salmon in, so that you don't get that marinade all over the air fryer and it saves you a clean-up job. So let's get started, shall we? So I'm just going to move a few ingredients out of the way first, and I find it easier to prep the salmon first, so we're going to start with the salmon and then we can do the potatoes afterwards, and then we can sync it all using the Ninja. So, mixing bowl, you only need a small one when you're using it for marinade. And then I've got a little bit over a teaspoon there of garlic puree. And then a teaspoon's best for these ginger purees that have got quite a skinny neck, so it's hard to get a bigger spoon into them. And then some Chinese 5 spice. Salt. Pepper, and then last but not least, we're using some Blue Dragon sauce. It's brilliant for this. And then we recommend some scissors because it's really easy to get into these marinades. And then into the bowl it goes. And then using a spoon that you've got your ginger out with, you can give it a good mix. And then you've got an incredibly easy teriyaki sauce for on your salmon. So then, foil tray out. Get out your salmon. I've used just 2 regular fillets of salmon that you get from the supermarket. I do find that they can be of varying sizes though, because look at those, one of them is really wide compared to the ones that I used in my main salmon video, which is about typical, isn't it? And then salt, pepper, and then throw on the teriyaki. Like I say, this is so perfect just for a really simple dinner. And then what you can do, save yourself an extra hand wash from the salmon, is you can just give it a move about, and then that is your salmon prepped, ready for the air fryer. So I'll just put the bowl to one side from my washing up pile, get rid of my dirty stuff. And then what I have now is I have this bowl. I've had this bowl for years, and the bowl itself came about because I had this old weighing scales, and that's what it came with. I haven't owned those weighing scales for years, but the bowl was absolutely brilliant. So a bag of spuds, you can do them all or just a few, it depends how many people you're feeding. So I recommend halving them because it speeds up the cook time and you get some lovely and crispy in the centre, because these are quite big compared to the ones I normally do. And you can also do them into thirds like I'm doing here. And then this is making quite a good portion, but I don't want to do too many because what you'll end up with is you'll end up with your Ninja Jewel drawer being overcrowded, and then the potatoes will take much longer. So I'm going to limit it to that. But what you can do is, if you've got a flexi drawer like we have, if you kind of feel like the portions kind of going on top of each other like this, you can take your divider out and then it will spread them more and they'll feel more spread out, and it'll feel more than like when you're doing a tray bake. So potatoes chopped. You're very welcome to scrub your potatoes. I'm in a rush. I've got to get dinner on the table. I don't particularly care today, but if you want to scrub them, you go for it. And then I've got some coriander leaf for my seasoning of choice for my potatoes. Like I said, this is just me very quickly getting a quick dinner together for the hubby and I. So now I've got the oil in, I've got everything in the bowl. You can mix and match your seasonings. I know a lot of people say, I don't like coriander leaf, I don't like garlic or whatever. You can swap it for whatever you want. These are just as nice with some parsley as well. And for measurements, for this size of portion, I recommend about a tablespoon here of extra virgin olive oil. So it's really, really good if you're on a diet and you're watching your weight. And then now you've nicely mixed them, you can give your hands a wash, and let's fill up the air fryer and get it cooking. So a very quick hand wash. And then I'm going to show you inside the Ninja of what it's like when you're doing this kind of recipe. It's great. Just think, how many sauces have you got left over that you could do that with your salmon with by just adding in a couple of ingredients. A bag of spuds, we've pretty much always got those in, haven't we? So, salmon in one, potatoes in the other. And then spread them out, the potatoes I'm talking about here. And look, that's an okay portion. If I'd done double that portion, I would take the divider out and then the potatoes would end up everywhere, and it's just great for, in case you're worrying that the potatoes are overloaded and that they don't all fit in. So then air fryer in. And let's set the time and temperature. So we are going with sync here. So you press the sync button and it's telling you firstly to do zone 1. So if you press zone 1, which as you know has got the potatoes in it, the potatoes need 20 minutes at 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit. And now it's saying, let's do zone 2. So the salmon, air fry again, 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit. And then a cook time of just 12 minutes. And then press start. Did you know that we have a free air fryer mini course? It runs for 5 days, is delivered by email, covers 5 important air fryer beginner topics, and includes a free PDF and free recipes. Simply head over to recipethis.com and search mini course for full details. So now the air fryer is in its cool down. So shall we check on it and see how the salmon and potatoes are doing? Oh, wow. I mean, look at those. They look absolutely fantastic. So if we get a fork. So let's do the fork test, shall we? Oh, yes. We are fork tender. I love that. They're so crispy. And let me give you a close-up. I mean, oh, wow. Don't they look amazing? And, you know, can you believe that? It's just a simple thing to make in the air fryer. You've got one dish with your potatoes in, you've got another side with your salmon in, and it's perfect for if you want to cook 2 different things at the same time. So get the plate out and I'll give you a close-up. Wow, look at them. So these are the potatoes. And baby potatoes are my favourite type of potatoes to cook in the air fryer, and don't they look fantastic? And then squidgy it round, and then what you can do is you can separate these pieces of salmon, and there, look at that salmon, and that's just how amazing salmon and potatoes are when you cook them in the air fryer. I mean, don't they look fantastic? I'm just in love with those. So if you want to do the salmon and the potatoes together and not just the salmon, then it's very easy. And we've synced the dual baskets as well. But if you wanted to do some green beans as well, the green beans just take from frozen 10 minutes at 180, so you could add those in and sync those as well if you wanted to. It's just totally up to you what you prefer to serve with your salmon. Have you checked out Air Fryer Easy Every Day yet? It's our brand new air fryer cookbook, following on from the success of the Complete Air Fryer Cookbook. It has over 140 everyday air fryer recipes for you to follow along with at home in your air fryer. Perfect for different types of air fryers too, as it covers the air fryer oven, basket and dual air fryers, as well as some fun recipes if you're cooking for one. So what are you waiting for? Go and order yourself a copy now and you will not be disappointed. It's from 12 years of air frying. And thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Pinterest, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course you can also find us on TikTok. But best of all, head over to recipethis.com/newsletter to join our weekly newsletter. And I'm Sam, and thanks again for watching.